I don't know how, but I must sleep. Tonight, however, I will lie here stiff as a board, stuck to the confines of the ever-shrinking space in my bed I share with another. My eyes with laser focus glares at the people of my past, my ears catching the last words I spoke that time in primary school that definitely represents everything I am now, the embarrassment coursing through my veins the way it did at 10. To roll over again will disrupt this relentless force of rumination. For a second. Now it's time for sleep. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm in high school. Now I'm in 2 weeks ago, talking too much, missing another joke, ending another interaction with a strange unknowing, a laugh at the wrong time, no laugh at all. My room has become a place where rest wakes up. And what have I thought about? What pointless, unimportant tribulation of myself a decade ago have I finally undone with enough replays, redos, making myself watch myself like a researcher to learn how to do it better next time. I'm not going to sleep. Crying on the toilet won't help either, and I'm hungry. It's midnight, I'm angry, I am tired, believe me, if you can. I don't know if you've ever sat in your garden in the middle of the night, eating a snack, slightly delirious and wondering how you'll ever stop fucking thinking. Perhaps it's the lack of information in the world at this hour. No sun, no cars, no construction, screaming children, motorcycles, pool filters, lights, people, heat, none of that at midnight, no. My brain stops. Everything stops. It's only me, a slice of stale, cold, 3 days old pizza, and a single street light that looks quite beautiful when it's the only one on. The world is quieter here. I think we've got it wrong, how we're structuring the world. Let's all just be quiet. I did this whole sleeve, and it was too wide. And it's like, I had to undo the whole sleeve and start again. And I really surprised myself by the lack of inconvenience I felt about it. Because I was like, I really want this to be lovely for the person it's for. And I want it to be what I can see in my head. And so when I tried something and I finished an entire sleeve, I was like, this isn't right. And I don't want to just send it out like this because I've spent a day on this part, and so it is what it is. And I sat there and I stared at it and I tried to convince myself that it was fine. That was an appropriate wideness. But it wasn't. And I couldn't let myself continue. And put in another day of work on the other sleeve, knowing that I would still want to change it. And then I'd be undoing more work. And so I just undid the whole thing. And I wound it all back into a tiny little ball of yarn. And I feel okay about it, which is crazy to me, because a few months ago I would have been emotionally affected by that. It would be like, fuck, that's hours of work. But I felt okay, because I was like, this is not for me. This is literally for someone else. And I want my work to feel right, and I want them to love it. And if I don't love it, they're not going to love it. And so I'm now redoing the whole sleeve. It's half the size that it was. And I feel really good about it, and I feel completely okay that I'm doing the same thing I did yesterday, essentially. And this is okay. I've just learnt about slowing down and being okay to undo things and spending time with stuff. And like kind of falling in love with the fact that it doesn't take 5 minutes to complete a knit, and like loving the fact that it takes hours or a week or a few days. And you know, sometimes I'll be knitting and I'll find myself in so much love with it that while I'm knitting, it's like I can't knit fast enough because I'm just enjoying myself so much. And I love the repetition of it, and I love the feeling of the yarn, and I love the colors that I choose. And so I'm literally, I'll be knitting sometimes and my heart will be like racing, and I'll have little butterflies flapping around in my stomach because I'm just so obsessed with this. And I get so much joy out of making things, like an unbelievable amount of joy. Sometimes it's infuriating, but a lot of the time it's just like pure fucking joy, and I just love it. And it's even stronger when it's a piece that I started out unsure about, or I found it difficult to get started. Like this one, I really was so nervous starting it. It's my first clothing commission, and what if I get it wrong? And it's just because it's new, and so I was so unsure about it. And there was this moment while I was knitting that I added the yellow, and my brain just switched, and I was like, I'm in love with this. And it's just such a joy when a piece that you're really unsure about and you're not confident in your decisions, and while you're knitting you're like, oh, is this right? Is this gonna work? And then when you start seeing it come together, it's like an unexplainable amount of relief and excitement and just love, man. I just freaking love knitting. I'm so happy I found this. If you ever want to commission me something, you can head to my Instagram and I take all my orders there. Pro tip, if you commission me something colourful, I'm yours. Here's a song that I wrote. Nothing I say can help me. Nothing you say can help me. Yeah. I can't complain. I do it every day. You think I like the pain, it's just familiarity. You think I like the pain, it's just familiar to me. I can't complain. I'll disappoint again. I won't complain. I'll disappoint again. Just a little trick I play. Perfected it and I win, but no one's playing with me. I'm alone, alone again.